What's going on, everybody?
Hey there.
Pablo.
And I'm Laura.
And we're the Sierra State Liquidators. And tonight we're coming from the outdoors. It's just so nice out today. We thought to do a video out here. Today's video is actually one that was special requested. It was in the comment section of our last video. And Miss Rosalie is asked us to do a video on polybags. Now, polybags are really helpful. It keeps the weight down, keeps costs down, and we've showed these before that we use these, and you know, polybags are just that. They're just bags. Ours don't have any brands on them. We didn't get any of the eBay ones or anything like that. We've had a bunch of them, so we didn't think to get any more. Polybags. So we use these for a number of things. One of them being shirts. So we have a Disney shirt.
We love Disney items.
Oh yeah, Disney does great. Now this one we haven't even posted yet. We still have, like everybody probably has, that pile of stuff that needs to get listed. This is one of those that needs to get listed. So we're going to use it for an example tonight, as far as the polybags are concerned, and how we go about packaging them.
Yep. So
not only shirts, but we do hats too with polybags. I know some people use boxes. We haven't had any complaints. Matter of fact, we've had nothing but good feedback when it comes to our hats being delivered. So we take good care as much as we can with, you know, sending them out, so they don't get anything on them, get them dirty or anything. We use two actually, because the other one we didn't show is the clear one.
Yeah, so whenever we ship these out, we put them into clear bags. You can kind of see that. And then we use a little thank you for your business sticker to close that up. And then we put that inside of the poly bag, just in case. I mean, these poly bags are pretty thick, so they tend not to rip very easily. But if they were to get snagged on something, then the shirt that's on the inside may not be damaged, or if water got in or something like that. We just try to do it in it. Honestly, makes it look a little bit more professional whenever it comes in one of these. So obviously this is a pretty large shirt. I think it's like a 2 or 3XL. It's a one size fits most. Like, I think we both could get inside of this shirt right now.
I love it.
Anyway, so I'm going to have to kind of do this off screen, but I fold the shirt up very neatly.
I'm just kind of imitating what she's doing.
Sorry, it's not
like
possible for me to do this on screen. But I'll show you this far.
Just like
so,
this.
like this.
Like this.
And then here's the back with the arms just folded over. And then I take it and I lay it flat. And make sure everything is like really neatly folded. And then I just fold it up. I know you can't see this again, but I'll show you what I'm doing.
You can't. It's off.
Just because this is so big. Okay, so I go from the bottom and I just fold into tiny little squares all the way until I get to the top. And then I just make it look as neat as possible. And I put it into the little clear bag.
Yeah, worst thing you could do is just ball it up and throw it into the poly bag.
Yeah,
don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't
and also
lazy.
Don't fold it, like, you know, just ball it up and put it into a used Goodwill bag and then shove it into a brown paper bag.
Oh.
Don't do that.
We've heard of people using scented bags.
Yeah, don't do that. So this slid right in there perfectly. I'll fold my little tab over to kind of protect it a little bit more. And then if I have excess like this, I usually just fold it down. And then I would use, we don't have any out here, but I would use one of our little thank you stickers on the back of that.
Yeah.
And then this whole thing will slide right into the poly bag.
Just like that.
And then these poly bags come with their own little adhesive strip, so we'll just pull that clear plastic piece off, and I like to fold it down to about the same size as the shirt. So instead of doing, you know, all the way up here and then there's a lot of wiggle room, I feel like it could potentially get snagged a little easier that way. So I fold it all the way down, use that adhesive strip, and then I take it a step further. It's probably because I'm a little OCD type A personality, but these little ends here would be open. So I just take a small piece of tape and I tape both of those up. And then I stick our label. We used to do just like printer paper, and we would tape it down. And that just seemed to be wasting so much tape from us having to use, you know, and tape all that down. So we bought these labels that are actually 2 labels per sheet, and I just feed one in and then cut it off and feed the other half in whenever I make another label, and they just adhere right onto whatever
really nice, really
you're shipping out, which is great whenever we do that.
And it's real legible, so there's no mistaking where it's supposed to go. I have it pulled up right here. This particular bag, the outer bag, we buy them 100 in a pack, 10 by 13, and the clear one comes in a pack of 200, and they're 9 by 12. Clear plastic bags. Whew, it's getting towards the end of the night. As we sit here, it's getting darker behind us. But that's what they are. And we've used those for everything. We haven't got any bigger sizes except for that.
Yeah, this is just pretty standard, and most things fit in here with no problem. I mean, we have some larger jackets that we ship in boxes,
right?
Just because they're so big,
right.
And for those, we'll wrap them in tissue paper, because we don't have a clear plastic bag that's big enough. But wrap them in tissue, fold them really nicely, wrap them in tissue paper, and either tape that down or put our little sticker on there and slide them right into a box. It's just because they're just so large, they just won't fit in here.
And you can find these. I mean, you can find these in on eBay, and that's where we buy ours off of. We just buy them off eBay, and and we've shopped it around. We've shopped it around, and we've come across this in particular individual company off eBay that we've purchased multiple times from. They do a great job about sending it out in a within a good period of time. Not too expensive. The 100 pack, $4.77, $4.77, and that's with us paying shipping, and it comes to us in just a couple days because they're doing first class shipping and all that. So it's really nice, really convenient. The company name. I didn't endorse people. I don't necessarily endorse companies, but I'll tell you anyways. I don't care. They're not paying me, so I'll throw their name out there anyways. A little free plug for them. Value Mailers. Value Mailers is who we use on eBay. They tend to do very well.
But honestly, if you go to Value Mailers, what I did whenever I looked for both of these last time was I typed in Polymailers and brought up, the many listings that there were for Polymailer bags and searched through and found what was going to be the best deal for us. I think they actually had those on sale at the time.
Yeah.
So, maybe somebody else will have a better sale on them. So, don't necessarily stick just to the one that we pick.
No, yeah. And we
shop around and find out what's your best deal. Same thing with the clear bags. I don't know if those actually came from the same person, but... Yeah. I did the same thing. I looked for what was going to be the best deal for us, and that's what I got. So
yeah, so it's one of those things that even though we bought it from them, we still did look around to make sure they were still going to be the cheapest, and they did. They had it on sale, so went with them again. We knew what they were all about, and they did well. So
yeah,
not a problem there. After, of course, you put that in there. Many of you already have one of these. This, again, off of eBay. It's a great deal. Make sure you have some sort of scale, digital scale, to help you with everything. I mean, this is just a great way to make sure that you keep your accurate, woo, accurate weight. So that way, it's going to help you in the long run with your shipping costs. Because if you're guessing, and you're guessing too high, then you're essentially shooting yourself in the foot by giving away money that you don't necessarily have to give away, because you have your scale. If you have your scale and it's a good scale, this Saga, it's up to 66 pounds. It does well, and we've had no issues out of it whatsoever. So invest in a good scale. Invest in some polymailers. You know, as far as whenever you're entering information for your shipping, I don't know necessarily that we've ever put length, width, or height in the packaging information, because I know there's a place where it's provided where you can put it. I don't think we've ever entered that in before.
But that can bite you in the butt. So, you know, if you have something that is oddly shaped, I would measure it to put it in, because from what I understand, that can the measurements of it can trump the weight of it. So if it's something that is measuring longer, wider, whatever than what it says, that could end up making your buyer pay once it arrives, or it being sent back to you and just being a big deal. So if it's a t-shirt or something like that,
you're gonna be fine.
The measurements are pretty standard in there. Whenever we do select that information, we usually weigh whatever it is, even if it's a shirt, because some of these larger shirts, it's a lot of fabric, so they could weigh a little bit more than what you would think. So I usually just fold it up like I had and stick it on the scale to get an idea, and then these polymailers really don't weigh much, so I add just an ounce or two to it so that it can account for the polymailer, the tape, the label, all of that to be in consideration.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and going back to, we mentioned it really quick, the thing about the scented bags, or, you know, just don't, because you might have someone that's like really sensitive to smell,
or allergic
to you know, a certain whatever powder is on there. Don't put yourself in a position that's going to come back and backfire. Even if you think it's a great idea, even if you've been doing it now for 3 months or whatever, and you haven't had a problem, you're going to run into a problem. You're going to have somebody that's just really, anal about what they're receiving. So just don't do it. Don't put yourself in that position. None of the stuff that we've ever sent was a scented anything or other, and it hasn't. We haven't had anybody say, "Well, yours didn't smell like pine fresh." You just don't do it. That's my one ranting tip for you. I get one of those every now and again, where I get to ranting about something. There you go. There's your rant tip for the day.
For the evening.
Pablo's rant of the evening.
One thing I'll say is we do weigh it before. We actually make the listing live. But I also weigh it after. So I fold it up, put it in all the bags, and then just like this, before I actually print the label, I'll weigh it to be sure that it's what it says it is as I'm printing the label. Correct whatever I need to correct there and print my label. And just because I'm crazy, I'll weigh it after just to be certain that my label didn't put me over. But if you're really concerned about things like that, as far as weight and, worrying that in the end it's going to be bigger or heavier than what you say it is, you could always take your bags and fold those up along with your shirt and, a piece of paper, and put all of that on there as you're listing your items on your scale to be sure that, your weight's going to be as accurate as it could be. If you really want to be sure that, you're getting it correct. And we do calculated shipping for almost everything.
Just about, I'd say 85% of the stuff, 80 to 85% of the stuff we do calculated shipping. It has in the past been a problem with, and you know what, Ronnie Hart actually touched on this once before when it comes to calculated shipping. The people in California, we're on the East Coast. We live in the East Coast area, Georgia to be exact, and it has caused issues as far as like some seriously expensive shipping for people in California, and that could deter people. So we try to. We're gonna start doing it more, and we have started to. I've started putting multiple options for people so they can pick if there's a cheaper option for them that they're good with. That because we do pretty much everything priority shipping, where they get it within just a couple of days. One of our most common feedbacks is that people received it in a very timely manner. People really like to receive it, and some people were shocked at how fast they received something, because even when we do free shipping, we still send it out either first class. If we do free shipping, it's usually because it's 13 ounces or less. So we do first class, and then when they expect it to be some cheap shipping, and when they get it, they see, we ain't playing around with our shipping. And
we get our stuff out pretty quick. I mean, if it's something that sells that morning, we usually have somebody come to pick up, whenever our man or woman come, I have a pickup for them. But if something sells that morning and I have to be going out of we have a little boy, so sometimes it's difficult to get to the post office, but if I am going out that day, like if I have plans to go somewhere to the grocery store or whatever, I will package it up and take it that same day, and I just drop it off. I don't usually stand in line. I know that a lot of people like to receive a receipt whenever they go, and if that's you, more power to you, but my 1-year-old will wreak havoc in the post office, and we may never be allowed back in there again. So
in and out as fast as possible.
We drop and go because that's what works for us. So if standing in line works for you, you go for it. You stand in that line. Yeah. But I will be passing you and dropping it off at the counter and waving as I leave with my crazy 1-year-old. So. Bye. But
I've got this crazy orb right here.
I see that. I think it's from the light.
It's like it is from the light. We have a little light system going on here, but. It's just like, it's gotten my attention so many times.
He's ADD tonight, guys.
I feel like a ghost hunter. It's a spirit right here.
That's okay. Hopefully they're being nice with the spirit.
It feels cold.
It's kind of chilly out here. Okay?
No, the orb does. Oh, anyways.
Interesting.
We're going to have a haul video of some recent stuff that we've gotten. We're not doing it tonight. Obviously, we hit on the special request from Rosalie. We really do appreciate everybody that watches.
Yeah.
Miss Rosalie, hopefully this sheds some light on your questions. If you have any additional questions, feel free to send us a personal message. We are on Facebook, and it appears that we're going to start a Facebook page. So
it's in the works.
Be looking out for that special announcement, a little dropping in there. We did a special announcement last time, too.
We did.
Here's another one. So we're going to be coming out with a page, Sierra State Liquidators. Look out for that. It's going to be fun. And anything else?
I think that's it. I hope that this was helpful.
Yeah.
Hopefully and maybe answered some questions for some of you guys.
Spiritual light.
All right, I'm going to take this guy to bed because apparently he's losing it over here.
It's been a good day. It was a good day. We did find some cool stuff today. Yeah. We're going to be sharing that. Hopefully we'll have a video getting started tomorrow. We actually have some footage from this past Thursday. We'll probably mix that in there. So you'll... Actually, I never do this, but I actually said the date.
Yeah.
In that one.
Which was bizarre.
So you're going to have the date in that one. We're going to mix it in. A little bit of old, a little bit of new. And it's going to be fun. It's always fun. And we really do appreciate all the subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and push the subscribe button. You're going to find it to be really fun, hopefully.
I hope we're entertaining.
Hopefully. You're going to find it educational. If you're looking to start in reselling with eBay. We're the majority of the time that we're eBay. Nothing against Amazon. We've got a few things that we've actually done through Amazon, but we're primarily eBayers. That, and we do local stuff too. We'll touch on that. I think we're going to do a video on local sales and things like that.
Yeah.
We've had people ask us about sales update videos. We haven't quite done any of those. I guess we can throw some of those in there. Maybe a month report of what sold that month kind of thing. Maybe 20 items that we sold that month that were like pretty creative or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do something like that too. But this was just a quick short video to talk about Polymailers in general, and more videos to come. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that now so you don't miss out on some of those upcoming videos. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, don't touch anything, just go away.
Just exit out.
Just exit,
of
don't
the video.
touch anything. And please comment if you have any comments, any questions. We love to hear them. We love to answer them back as much as we can. I just got more ADD. I keep looking at stuff.
It was a bug.
Alright, you guys, we're going to go ahead and go to bed. It's getting dark out here. They say you can see Mars tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything. I don't see a darn thing. I see this.
We're going to go look for Mars. We'll see you guys later.
Maybe that's an alien. Later.
Bye.